What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the year. Let the guy sleep it off, for God's sake. Jeez, he's been through enough. How you doing, folks? Welcome to the Gaming Galleon. Once again, the finest pirate ship on the internet with the most video games, hands down. It's been counted. No other pirate ship out there has more video... Oh, we already had that one. I'm just seeing a game that is in the chest that I thought we didn't have, that I bought for cheap, and I'm seeing it over here. I've already got it. That's how many video games we have. We're not even sure which ones we have. How about that? I'm Captain Raz, Esquire, and I will be your guide through laughs, hopefully. Never like to commit to actually doing that. Adventure, I can give you that for sure. Mystery, absolutely. And fun. Because if we're going to game, we're definitely going to have fun, right? That's what it's all about. That's why we're here. To have fun. And we do that through gaming. But we don't do just any gaming. We don't just sit in our parents' basement and game. That's what our 20s are for. No. Now that we're big people, we travel around the world and beyond, searching for adventure. Where do we find ourselves this week, my friends? Where's the old Galleon? Well, we took the river up north through Indiana to our neighboring state of Michigan, where we find ourselves in the suburb of Greenville. Why Greenville, you may say? What's so famous about Greenville? Absolutely nothing. However, it is the birthplace of a rather famous franchise. Meijer. Have you heard of Meijer? I like to think of it as the kinder, gentler Walmart. They haven't killed as many mom and pop stores, but only because Walmart got there first. Why are we here at a giant superstore, sitting next to old Teslas, and are there any old Teslas? New Teslas and old Caravans? Well, I'm here to tell you a story that happened to me and a couple of my family members over Christmas vacation. I was there for a week, and I spent the day with my sister and my niece, who's 2 years old? Somewhere around there. Hit the terrible twos. And her name is April. And the three of us went out, going out to get last minute Christmas stuff. You know, it was 2 days before Christmas. You know, you got to get stuff for the stocking stuffer. You know, you got to get one last-minute gift to fill in the cracks, kind of balance things out, you know. Got to get something for that uncle, you know, whatever. And we find ourselves at Meijer, this gigantic superstore in the middle of the Christmas rush. Now, me, I love this stuff. I love the commiseration. I love running around and finding people. And we're having a good time. We get to the lines. We get our bags. We're on our way out the door. Little April is running around, walking by herself, having a gas. You know, the world thinks she's cute, and she has no problem with that. She's walking down. I'm holding her hand. And that's when this kindly gentleman in a red and green tie and a Santa hat walks up to me and says, Can I give her a balloon? And it's like, wow. Is it Christmas already? Is there anything better than watching a little kid receive a balloon? I mean, talk about one of the pure joys in life. Not just for her to get the balloon, but it's great to see a kid get a balloon. It's so Norman Rockwell. It just warms your heart. So yeah, of course, please. So this guy, he gives her two balloons. Two balloons that are shaped as green stars. They've got that aluminum sheen on them that inflatable balloons have. And apparently the green star, I believe, is the logo for Meijer. So, of course, she's turning her into a walking advertisement. But, of course, this is Christmas. We're not thinking about such things. The kid's getting a balloon. That's what's important. In addition to the balloon, they thought of everything. You get the two balloons, and then it's attached to a little red clip that clips onto her coat. Brilliant, right? So, if she lets it go, it's right there. It's like, that's smart. Balloon technology's come a long way since I used to get balloons. So we clip it on her. She's having the time of her life. She's so happy. She's got these balloons. We go out to the parking lot. I'm pushing a cart full of gifts. My sister pulls April into the car. Starts packing her into the caravan, into her little seat in the side door. Gets her in there. And as soon as she gets her in, she walks to the back of the van to help me finish packing. And just as all she needed to do was turn her head. That was just long enough for April to take the clip, pull it off her, and let it go. Now we start hearing bloody murder. We put two and two together when a Filipino woman behind us says, "Oh, there goes your balloons." And we look, and there they are. Now, we've all been there, right? Talk about being in the third act of a Shakespearean tragedy, huh? Watching some kid's balloons fly away. It's pretty bad, but things are going to be okay, because our next stop is Dollar Bill. It's one of these dollar stores where everything's $1. And luckily, this is the place where they actually have, in addition to everything under the sun, they've actually got some balloons that are inflated. And in like a little corral right there at the front of the store. So, it's a 5-minute drive. The whole time she's in the back there, locked in. She's like, my balloons. My balloon. The kid can barely talk, but you can tell she's saying, my balloons. Heartbreaking. We get her there. Tracy brings her in, gets her a balloon. We're lucky somebody's smiling on us. It's not a green star, obviously, but it is a Mickey Mouse balloon, which she's a big fan of. Tracy, my sister, literally ties it to my niece's wrist, and off we go. Everything's okay. She's got a Mickey balloon. We go around Dollar Bill, do our stuff. We hit the clerk. Clerk is a kindly old man in his 50s who happens to have, a gaudy Christmas shirt that has 4 elves crossing Abbey Row with lights embedded in the sweater. Brilliant. Pay for everything. Get out the door. We get to the car. Tracy tries to get April out of the cart. Some sort of rigmarole happens where the balloon gets involved, and the balloon is tied to her wrist on one end, but the other end is only attached to the balloon by a small piece of tape. Well, here we are in the windy December brisk air. She's getting her in there. Somehow Tracy gets caught up in the string, hits the balloon. The balloon detaches from the other end of the rope, and there she goes. See you later. Sayonara. Merry Christmas. There goes another balloon. Well, of course it's Niagara Falls from the 2-year-old. No big deal. I got it covered. I'll run in there and get us another balloon. I go in there. I'm searching around. I'm desperately looking for another Mickey balloon. Miracle upon miracles, there's one left. I go back around to Mr. Gaudy Christmas Sweater Abbey Road. I got $1 in my hand. Hand him the dollar. He's like, you lose the balloon? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'll replace it this time. And I was like, thanks a lot. Merry Christmas. Take the balloon, give it to April, put it in the car. Everything is right with the world again. Now you ready for the uncanny ending? You ready for the kind of ending you're going to be telling your buddies around the water cooler later? Listen to this. We're driving home. And this being a middle of America suburban town, there's only so many roads to go. We happen to be taking a road back to their house that resides right behind the mire where our fable began. On the left side of the road, we have a giant mire, the back half. On the right side, this being a middle American town, in December, we have a cut down cornfield. Now, have you ever hung out with a person that you're really close to and you talk to them all the time? And I mean, you couldn't be closer, but they never say your name. Or if they do say your name, you know there's something serious is going on. Well, I'm in the passenger seat. My sister's driving. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at my phone or something, but I hear this tone in her voice. Oh my God, Neil. And that's what I'm like, what? And she gives me this look, this beautiful smile, and says, there they are. And I'm like, there they... And my voice trails off as I see 30 yards away from the street, in the cornfield, lightly flapping away, 2 green star-shaped balloons caught on one of the remnants of a cornfield long since cut down. Somehow, was it the brisk air? Was it the Christmas spirit in the air? Who knows? Somehow, these balloons escaped April's coat, flew over the Filipino woman, flew over me and my sister, flew over the great and towering mire, somehow hit a cold patch, and began to drift to the cornfield behind it. Tracy pulls over. I get out. I start stomping through this cornfield, pick up the balloons, and return them to the innocent, shocked niece of mine. We've all been there, folks. Who hasn't lost their balloon when they were a kid? Who hasn't experienced that tragedy? But let me ask you something. How many of you kids out there have ever gotten the balloons back? In honor of April, we're going to be playing a game called Balloon Kid for the Game Boy. It's about a little girl who's out collecting balloons. Let's get started, shall we? Let's take it easy here in Greenville, Michigan. On this brisk January day, have a little adventure with Balloon Kid. This one's for you, April. Oh. Yeah. Where are you? Huh. Oh. How about opening your capture card? It's called something that we'll edit out later. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second, you wackos. There we go. Almost there. I'll get you your balloons in a second. Here they come. There we go. There's little April. Little apes. That's what I like to call her. My mother's like, don't call her apes. It's little apes. Oh, I gotta get my headphones here. Alright, April, let's get started. Let's get some balloons. That a girl. So, Balloon Kid. Does this look familiar to you? I mean, if you're a fan of Nintendo, you had to have heard of a little game called Balloon Trip. No, I'm sorry, Balloon Fight. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was one of the first games that ever come out for the Nintendo. You know, it was alongside games like Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and Kung Fu and Excite Bike. There was Balloon Trip. And it was a fun little game. Basically played like Joust. And it did have a little bonus game where you could go along and collect balloons for a score. If you got hit, it was over. Now, I don't know when this game came out, but I found it in a store one day. And I was like, is this a spin-off of Balloon Fight? This is adorable. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I loved the Balloon Trip in Balloon Fight for the original Nintendo. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this a bonus? This is a bonus. Look at the little Game Boy. Isn't that adorable? I think this is a bonus. This is probably gonna bore you guys. I'm sorry, but I couldn't resist. This music, also Balloon Fight. Totally was in Balloon Fight. So this came out in 1990. So let's see. I guess 5 years after Balloon Fight came out? I mean, they adapted a lot of stuff, you know, from the Nintendo to the Game Boy. You know, Super Mario Land, obviously. It's Super Mario Brothers. There was even, you know, Final Fantasy Legend. Motocross Maniacs is based... Hey, I think I got a free life. Alright, great. That was worth our time. Oh, give me that power up. What does that do? Got it. Yeah, that's right. Eat it, birds. Ha! I eat birds for breakfast. Alright, now are these turkeys on fire? What's up the... They look like they had legs. They look like half-baked turkeys. So yeah, I mean, I saw this and I was like, this is great. I don't ever remember this out when the Game Boy came out, but I mean, 1990, this must have been like a launch title. But hey, look, if you were around in 1990 and you were playing these games, hey, how come I can't get through? Oh, I had to give up my balloons. Did you see that? I had to press the other button and let them go. Just like poor apes. We need to get our balloons back, apes. Hilarious. Uh-oh. That's going to be a jump. Woohoo! Oh, no. Oh, apes. It's okay. She's just wet. She'll be alright. We got some balloons back. She'll be okay. That's why they gave us the free life. Yeah, I mean, I don't... See, the thing about when the Game Boy came out, everybody knew the games that were coming out for it because everybody had that Nintendo power, man. By that time, if you were in a Nintendo, you had to have... At least you knew somebody who had a subscription to Nintendo Power. And so everyone remembers that infamous issue where they had a full spread feature on the Game Boy and some of the best games that were coming out for it. Alright, that was stage one. That was fun. I don't ever remember Balloon Fight ever being announced. So, how exciting to find out about this fun little adventure. Oh, guys, I never gave you gameplay audio. Oh, well. We're done. We'll get a gameplay audio later. I was talking about music and everything. What an idiot. Where's my harp? We'll leave it there for now. Yeah, what a fun, exciting find it was to find Balloon Kid for me personally. Just put that anywhere. All right. You guys ready for some booty? You guys ready for a little booty? Oh my god. We got games everywhere. Okay, there we go. Okay. Woo! Alright, that's my workout for the week. Okay. We got 3 deals here. Who's ready for them? What do we got? Yeah. We got... Yeah, let's start out with the little one. This happened just yet. We got 2 pawn shop deals and a Craigslist. Craigslist? When's the last time you did a Craigslist deal? It's been a while. It's getting to the point though where people are actually starting to put stuff back on Craigslist. It's getting to the point where it seems like the retro market's receding just enough that scalpers aren't everywhere on there anymore. It seems to be more sellers than buyers, which is not how it was 2-3 years ago. So it's kind of refreshing. It was refreshing enough to us actually making a deal. But let's start with a pawn shop deal. It's very small. Happened just yesterday, but not a bad score. About an average score, I'd say. I mentioned a game I thought we didn't have. We do have it. It was on the shelf for $1. We picked up VeggieTales, Larry Boy, and the Bad Apple. VeggieTales, isn't that like a religious cartoon or something? At the end of the day, it's a kid's game on the PS2. And I have learned not to count out kids' games for the PS2. So for $1, we'll help Larry Boy save the day. Okay? Alright. Next one we got here. I was like, I'm looking at behind the counter. I say, hey, how much is that? How much is that cart there? I see one cart, and he's like, oh, the cartridges? And I was like, cartridges? And lo and behold, he had more than one. That was great. He says, how about $2 each? And I'm like, $2? Have you seen the condition? How about 2 for $1? And he says, okay. Take a look at these. Oh my god. Filthy. Filthy. Now, to the untrained eye, you probably have no idea what that is. I actually knew at a glance. I know the library enough. Luckily, there is the remnants, very faint remnants of a GameStop label here. You may faintly see $9.99 there. At some point, this was a $10 game. And then you can even see right there, it says Armorines Project Swarm. I know this is on PlayStation 1 as well. I think it's just some sort of... I guess this was a kid's cartoon? Armorines? I don't know. I didn't... Like I said, though, I did know what it was. I could see at a glance. And I knew we didn't have it. So... The other one, we can actually tell what it is. Barely. It's EA's Supercross 2000. Alright? So 2 for $1 and a couple of N64 games we didn't have. Condition, be damned. We'll take them. 2 for $1. And we did pop both of these in. And predictably, they started right up. N64 games are extremely reliable. So, they work. Alright, our next deal was the Craigslist deal. Woman had a pretty decent lot. It was a Game Boy, original Game Boy, with 9 games. She was asking $3 a game. And then I believe maybe like $5 for the Game Boy. I said, so that comes out to somewhere around $25. I said, would you do 20 for everything? And she said, okay. So we had to finagle our schedules a little bit. I actually had to drive out during my lunch break at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. just to meet her at her work in the rain, but I think it was worth it. We got ourselves a Game Boy here. Now, she said the reason she was selling it was because it wasn't turning on. It wasn't working. Now, obviously, guys like, pirates like you and me, we look at that as a challenge, right? Nicole Miller, I don't think she's going to mind if we... A lot of Nicole Millers out there, right? So there you go. There's your Game Boy. We put some batteries in it. And what happened here was, when we got it back and analyzed it, we noticed that there was some corrosion that had been left down here. So basically what we did was we brushed that out. Didn't need any heavy-duty tools or anything. We brushed that baby out. We turned it on initially, put some batteries in, didn't run at all. Brushed out that corrosion a little bit, and now she runs. She's got no game in there right now, so that's why it's got that block. Let's get a game in. First game here is Dr. Mario. Perfect game there for the Game Boy, right? A little puzzler. A little addictive puzzler. Let's get the volume going here. Contrast. There we go. Dr. Mario. Here's the problem. The start button doesn't work. I've managed to get the game started once. The start button's busted. I have used tried to use like a wet towelette to get in there, maybe to clean it. That's not working. Basically, this guy's going to have to be opened up to be fixed entirely. And I don't have the bit. We have it somewhere. I know we have a Game Boy bit that we got a while back. I have no idea where it is, so we probably won't be fixing this guy anytime soon. But if we can get the bit, I think that's going to be a pretty easy fix. And if you're looking at 9 games plus the Game Boy, that means we got a Game Boy that needs a little TLC for $2. That's not too bad. Alright, what else we got here? Let's take a look. Came in this fancy schmancy little case here. Again, we got Dr. Mario. Tetris. Big shocker there. A little label damage on Tetris. You got Yoshi. This girl loved her puzzle games. Here's one we didn't have. The Little Mermaid by Capcom. Always nice to have a Disney Capcom game on the Nintendo or the Game Boy. So that's pretty cool. Miss Pac-Man, we might have had this. I don't know. Miss Pac-Man's everywhere. Tetris 2, probably the worst game in the lot. Pretty bad puzzle game. One that's actually got a little case. We have the obligatory Super Mario Land. Great game. Actually beat this one way back in the day. Oh, sorry, Lane. Another huge franchise that started on the Game Boy with this game. Kirby's Dream Land. Yeah. There we go. Great game. And then finally, a second Tetris. We got double dipped into Tetris, which kind of sucks. But there you go. So that's not bad. I mean, nine Game Boy games. Most of them good. I'd say Tetris 2 and the double Tetris kind of suck. But you got a nice brick Game Boy for $2? Come on. How can you say no? Alright, the final deal Uh, you know, we kind of got taken care of here. It was before the holidays. I stopped by a place, said, "You got anything?" Pawn shop dealer was like, "I do, but it has not dropped yet. You're going to have to come back. I will save it for you." What a guy. We came back. He was not there. Apparently he got injured. A generator dropped on his foot. Sorry to hear that. Get well soon, Gary. However, one of the other clerks was there who I get along quite well with. I said, Gary was holding something for me. Do you think you go in the back? He had about 5 games for me. Do you think you go in the back and get him? She says, no problem. I look on the shelf, see a couple other games that are worth grabbing. Grab those. And we got all these for a song. Let's check them out. The games I found, we'll start with those. These were ones that were just sitting on the floor. Spyro, A New Beginning, really dirty. Really dirty. It's got the manual. And the inside's nice and clean. Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition on the 360. What a great game. All the DLC. It's a 2-discer. It's good stuff. Saints Row the Third, the full package. Again, all the DLC for Saints Row the Third. Never played the third. I kind of retired at 2, but I couldn't pass that up. And then Metal Gear Rising. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure we already have this for the 360. We certainly have a PS3, but whatever. Grabbed it anyway. The one she was holding on. Oh, got it. Here we go. Was a nice little lot of PS2 games, all tied together. Whoever had these had good taste. First one was Ninja Assault by Namco. You'll notice it's ninjas with guns. That's because you can actually play this game with a light gun, which we have a couple. So we're in good shape there. So open it up. I don't think there's a manual. This is an old one though. This game came out must have been the first year of the PS2's life. Oh jeez. PS2's live because it's a blue discer. That means it's an early title. Next one I basically just kept in the 5 because it was attached to the 5. Nothing remarkable about this game, although it's got a bit of a story for me. Project Snowblind. This was the first-person shooter to go online for the PS2. The big one, well, that may not be true, but at the time I was playing Star Wars Battlefront. Everyone was playing Star Wars Battlefront. That was the standard shooter on the console. And then Project Snowblind was announced. And at the time I was in a guild with my Star Wars guys. And there was like a little group of guys who were really excited about Project Snowblind. And so much so that they made a little guild branch off. We're going to be the Project Snowblind startup guys. And I remember going into like their meetings and being acting really excited, and they knew I was just teasing them. Project Snowblind, as far as I knew, went nowhere. But there it is. Art of Fighting Anthology, pretty cool. Art of Fighting 2, and Path of the Warrior, the final Art of Fighting. Have not played this series very much at all. But it's always good to have a fighting game anthology. You'll notice the case itself is utterly wrecked. We will probably cannibalize Project Snowblind for this little sweetheart. Sega Classics Collection. We have this, but woo! Am I happy to get another copy of it? What a great compilation. It's a collection of some of the best Sega games ever made, and then they're put into polygonal form. Some of them to great success, like Outrun, Columns, and Fantasy Zone. Some tragic disappointments, like Golden Axe. People really, really hate the polygonal remake of Golden Axe on this disc. I find it fine enough. It's a brawler. How good do you want it to be? But yeah, they're great stuff on this. What a great disc. Happy to have another copy of it. Probably send this over to my sister's place for when I'm visiting them. And then finally, a game we didn't have. Just looked awesome. Look at this. Vampire Knight. Whoa, what is that? I don't know, but we want it. That's for sure. It's a gun game. Another Namco gun game. This guy had Ninja Assault and Vampire Knight. As my voice is cracking. In really nice shape. It's even got the manual. That manual, look at that. Look at that manual. I'm surprised that made it out of Japan. Pretty hot stuff. The creatures, evil. The terror, unspeakable. The hunters, ready for action. I like that. So there you go. We got a couple of nice gun games there. What do we have? 9 games. 9 games here. Some nice Game of the Year editions here. Some harder to find stuff. I actually said to her, yeah. I was like, can I drop Metal Gear Rising? And I really, at the end, she's like, okay. But despite that, what did we pay? Yeah, we paid, out the door for these, we paid $4. Plus tax. So what is that, like $4.20? So 50 cents a game. And she threw in Metal Gear Rising just because I said I didn't want it. She's like, take it anyway. I just won't charge you. So there you go. $4 for that stack. It's pretty hot. There you go. All right. Let's go see what's going on with April. If memory serves, she's about to go into uncharted waters, at least for me. I had played this first stage before. The next stage, however, she goes into the woods, and I haven't played that yet. So let's see how that goes. It's Balloon Kid. For the Game Boy. The good old wholesome Game Boy. Doesn't get more wholesome than that. I'll give you a little game. Actually, give you some music here. Whoa, there goes the music, huh? How sweet. Anybody see my controller? Here we go. I got it. Alright, here we go, sweetheart. Let's get started. Stage 2. You remember when you used to play games with stages? Where's my open-ended gameplay? 6 lives. We're doing alright. Look at the trees. Even the trees, everybody, have smileys on their faces. What happened to gaming like this? Well, now it's indie gaming. Now you gotta get an indie game. I'm talking about main companies here. Ah! Whoa. Ape, look out. Putting a little smiley face on their trees. You wanna know why they won't do it? Because you won't buy games like that. You gotta take yourself too seriously. Don't do it. Ah, April! Whoa. I said this wasn't serious business. I just saw a little girl fall to her doom. Alright, we're gonna take this seriously. The music has gotten a little dangerous. A little foreboding. It's not birds anymore. Now it's the bees. My poor 2-year-old niece is learning about the birds and the bees. It's too early for that. There we go. There we go. There we go. I wonder if we're gonna come across another 4-foot tall Game Boy. Oh look, she's got a little bow in her hair. That's just adorable. Ah! Ah! Okay, watch the caterpillar. There we go. Ah! Oh, what was that? You get a free life or something? I definitely would like to play this one all the way through. I can't imagine it being too difficult. It's just it's a whimsical little journey. You know, a little girl in her with her balloons. You know, pop this into that big fat brick Game Boy we have and get the full effect. Some people say they can't play. Oh, I tried to do it. Okay, I'm gonna get back over there. Come on, get in there. Get in there, apes. I couldn't do it. I got greedy and gave up my... Whew! Oh, no, why? Why? Why did I have to go faster? Where was I supposed to go? That power-up, all that power... That pea balloon did was make things go faster. Alright, well, we're not going to fall for the greedy trap this time. We have enough lives. There we go. Yeah, some people say they can't use the original Game Boy anymore. They say it's just too blah. That it's Oh, I'm invincible. Awesome. Oh, that's what the P does. Makes me invincible. But I still need the balloons to get across. Okay. There's got to be a way to maybe grab these other balloons to replenish. Because otherwise they wouldn't have put that free guy there the way they did, where I would have had to drop balloons to get it. Oh. But yeah, this is classic. You know, if you're a fan of any classic 2D platformers from Nintendo, this is all. You know, this is definitely for the kind of guy who likes to fool around with any of the Mario Brothers games, Castlevania. You know. Oh my God, that was close. Let's see if I can grab one of these. I don't know how to grab. Maybe you can't. Oh my gosh. Oh! I was able to jump on the monster and then ricochet up. Okay. So we can actually jump on monsters. So we gotta keep that in mind. But it'd be better if we just not lose our... Not lose our balloon. Oh my gosh. Those brambles are really dangerous. No! Oh, come on. Get up here. Oh. Poor April. Time has no... Oh, dude. Time no longer has any meaning for me. I don't know how we're doing on time. I care not. All I care about are the wholesome, happy-go-lucky adventures of April going through the forest. Can you come down here, please? I need you. Oh, that's so lame. There's got to be something I'm missing. There's got to be a way to grab balloons. You see what I'm saying? There has to be. Anybody got the manual? I did it again. Oh, I didn't do it again. Okay, here's the one. We're gonna get to that Game Boy. We're gonna play that last mini game, and then we're gonna say goodbye to apes. Little apes. Oh. Don't call her apes. She's gonna grow up thinking she's a monkey. All right, here we go. Drop them. In we go. Woo! All right, let's get a free life. Oh, I gotta do it without my balloons. Yeah, good luck. If I could wrap around, maybe, but there is no wrap around on the screen. Ah! My balloon! It's Meyer all over again. My balloons. Oh, listen to that music. Oh, man. Oh! What am I doing? Do it! I was doing it! It's down. It's down. It's down in the D-pad. Oh, man. Is that not awesome? Is that not awesome? What is this? Boss time? Oh, boy. You're a big boy. Oh, that's our friend. We saw him fly away at the beginning of the game. I obviously skipped that to get us right into the action. What do I gotta push you in? What is this, Urban Champion? No, no, you're going that way. What is Little Apes to do? Okay. I'm gonna try something bold here. Oh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, no, no! Woo! Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. No! How far are we away? We got time? We got time. This may be boring you. We can't. We're not, it's right here, right? Isn't this right where the boss is? We gotta try that one more time. We gotta try that one more time. Alright, here we go. Our last life. All cards on the table. My balloon. My balloon. There's our buddy. Couldn't get him. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Ooh! I don't know that one took. Nope. I gotta wait for the balloons to get far enough away. So maybe if I drop them, I don't want to drop them too high. So I want to be able to grab them again. Alright, that'll do. Oh, she's got a little bike bump. Adorable. Alright. Are you guys getting cavities from the cuteness here? This big bad wolf, he knows my game. I gotta get down there quick. Ah! Okay. Oh, jeez. Get all the way back there. You're gonna come in right there, man? Dang, dude, you're not giving me a lot of time to work. How did I not hurt him? Just kicked him in the nose, for God's sake. This should be the last hit. You know how these things work. Boss hit. Hit a boss 3 times, it's over, right? Whoa, mama. Okay, here we go. No! Her balloons. Her balloons. Ah, it's a tragic ending. It's such a sweet voyage. Sorry, apes. Sorry about that one. She's still got those balloons to this day, I'm sure. I'm sure they're like sitting in the living room. You know, like 2 feet from the ground. Just enough helium left to still be airborne. Let's check out and see what's in the mailbag over here. Where is... That's my phone. God, I just want to strangle phones. Hold on. Wow. Unbelievable. Shut up. Alright, sorry about that. Jeez, could you imagine that happened during the Big Bad Wolf? At least then I would have had an excuse. Can you imagine that happened during the Big Bad Wolf? At least I would have had an excuse. Okay. Mailbag. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Get your mailbag questions in, please. You can whisper them. You can email them. There's 10 million ways to do it. Couldn't be easier. And then you can become a part of Gaming Galleon history. So please send me a letter today. All right. Captain Raz, what's next?